up, everybody? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about Fire King and Marcus and which one is better. Okay, so first one we're going to look at, we're going to take a look at Marcus. Got to find him here. We're going to click on shooting guard. Marcus. My son said, hey, y'all. Make sure y'all drop a hey in the comments for my son, man. First thing we're going to look at, Marcus, he's supposed to be focusing on his 3 points. He's also got a decent mid-range at 58 when it comes down to his base stats, but his focus is 3-point shots and speed. You want to make your Marcus fast. You want to make him really good at 3 points. Why do you want to make him fast? The speed of the character when dribbling the ball or moving without the ball. Why is it important for you to be faster? It's because Marcus has really high mobility when it comes down to his dribble moves. And we're going to look at his abilities after we get done looking at Fire King stats as well. But Marcus, you want to be building up your threes. You want to be building up your speed. If you want to catch some people with some off-guard, mid-range shots, then you build that up a little bit too. But make sure you're focusing more on your 3-point shots and your speed. There's plenty of gear for both of those stats. Now, next person we're going to look at, Fire King. Pretty much the same thing, except Fire King has a higher base 3-point stat than Marcus does at 74 at base. But Marcus is faster because Fire King's speed is 63. It's mid-range, decent at 55, not really the best. You should be focusing on your threes with Fire King, especially because of his passive. You can build up your mid-range just a little bit if you want to, but make sure you're focusing on your threes and your speed. Your three is going to help you make more threes. Your speed is going to help you get open more often so you can make more threes. Okay, next thing we're going to look at is the abilities. First person we're going to look at is Mr. High Mobility, Marcus. Oh, crap. Okay. All right, here we go. So I don't have him unlocked, so we can't go to the character select thing inside the abilities tab. So we're just going to look at the exclusive skills here. His first exclusive is behind the back. Now, before he was introduced to the game, Susan was the only person in the game with this ability, but Marcus, he does it so much better because the strategy for guarding Susan back then was when you see her doing the behind the back dribble move and she's, doing the fake before she moves back or to the side, the strategy was to step outside the disturbance zone while she did that so she wouldn't break your ankles, and then you just pick her back up after she gets done with the animation. But when Marcus does the behind the back, he can stop in the middle and do a pull-up. So already his behind the back dribble is the best in the entire game. So let's read the description here and we're going to read what he gets when you level it up. Dribble behind the back and move past laterally. You can change the direction when doing the fake. At level 2, dribble move distance plus 10 and it can be combined with step back. At level 3, dribble move distance plus 10, dribble move speed plus 10, and increase the accuracy by 3% after the dribble move. So Marcus has a really good kit. He's going to be getting a lot of accuracy boost from his abilities as well. So don't be afraid to pull up in somebody's face. If you miss it, you miss it. If you don't, then that's spectacular. Next ability, turn around, step back. This is another thing that increases his mobility through the roof because you could do 2 dribble moves, one to the left, one to the right, then do a turnaround, step back, and create even more distance between you and your defender. Or you could do a turnaround, step back into the 3-point area, then do a regular dribble move, then pop up with a freaking pull up from far away where the person can't block your shot because he's so fast. All right, let's read it here. Effects: turn around and step back sideways when dribbling. It can distance you from the defender and can be combined with dribble move. At level 2, speed plus 10, step back distance plus 10, and it can be combined with the dribble move. At level 3, turnaround speed plus 10, step back distance plus 10, increase the accuracy of any scoring means during this move by 3%. Now, they're referring to the pull-up because that's the only way that you can score during this move, to be completely honest. So, it's like I said, he's going to be getting a bunch of accuracy boosts from his abilities. Pull-up, this is his bread and butter. This is what Marcus is going to be doing most of the time. Effects: jump shot quickly during a dribble move or step back. Your shooting speed and disturbance resistance will increase, but your base accuracy will slightly decrease. At level 2, increase shooting accuracy by 2% and disturbance resistance by 2%, shooting speed plus 1. At level 3, increase shooting accuracy by 3% and disturbance resistance by 3. Shooting speed plus 1, and it can be used during a jab step. A jab step is when you're just dribbling the ball between your legs when you're standing still, when you just tap the dribble move button. Now, at level 4, this is broken. I don't like it. This is why I plan on getting Marcus next. Well, I have him on my Test and Dream account, but this is why I plan on leveling him up next. At level 4, you get a 20% chance of ignoring disturbance resistance. And in my opinion, that is not fair. That should not be inside of a game like this, but it's here and we have to deal with it. So deal with it. So Marcus's kit, we can see he revolves around pulling up in your face because that's what he does. He's the king of the court, man. Next person ability is going to be looking at Fire King. Let's take a look at his exclusives. First one, enhanced 3 points. Marcus does not have this, but Marcus also does not need it. Increase the accuracy of 3-point shots by 2% at level 1. At level 2, you get 5% disturbance resistance when you're shooting a 3. And at level 3, you get 3% accuracy, 5% more disturbance resistance, and you get a flame effect added onto the ball. Quick flash shot. This is one of the abilities that's going to help him build up his passive. His passive is called full charge. We'll get to that in a second here. But quick flash shot, this is going to help him out a whole bunch because it can trick the defender into thinking that, you're going to do a quick flash shot. Then really it's a pump fake. And then you run off to the side with your drift 3-pointer and you make the shot when it's wide open. Or you could pull up in their faces and build up your passive even more because they didn't block your shot. Level 1, shoot as soon as you receive the ball. At level 2, increase disturbance resistance by 2% and increase the accuracy of wide open shots by 2%. Now, if you compare this to a regular flash shot, like with the small forwards, at level 2, they get accuracy for wide open, and at level 3, they get some disturbance resistance. But with Fire King here, he gets disturbance resistance and accuracy on level 2. Then he gets even more disturbance resistance at level 3, and he gets extra shooting speed. So that's going to come in handy, help you build up your passive to help you continue to pull up in people's faces. Now, one thing that Marcus and Fire King have in common is that they're both going to get better as the game goes on. Next ability, full charge. This is your passive. This is what's going to help you pull up in people's faces and guarantee you to make points. Well, I'm not going to say guarantee, but I'm going to say almost guarantee you to score. Each 3-point shot, whether or not it's a goal, will increase your accuracy of 3-point shots by 0.5%, up to 5%. The increased bonus can last until the end of the game, or it will be reset to 0 once a shot gets blocked. So man, you building up your passive, you got a couple notches on there. Do not shoot randomly. Level 2, each 3-point shot, whether or not it's a goal, will increase your accuracy of 3-point shots by 1%, up to 10%. And at level 3, each 3-point shot, whether or not it's a goal, will increase the accuracy of your 3-point shots by 1%, up to 15%. Now that's going to come in handy. Just make sure you're not getting your shots blocked, and you'll be on top of the world with Fire King. Last ability, the second ability that's going to help him build up his passive, drift 3 points. You can shoot while running, but your base shooting accuracy will decrease. Now, if you look at his level 2 and his level 3, and you compare it to someone like Nana, Nana gets drift speed plus 10 at level 2, and at level 3 she gets drift speed plus 10. But Fire King here at level 2 and at level 3 he gets drift distance. So he's going to drift way further to the side when you compare him to someone like Maggie, someone like Nana, someone like Mary. So just keep that in mind. Make sure you're building up your passive. Make sure you're not shooting randomly with Fire King, man, because Marcus, even if his shot gets blocked, he's going to get better as the game goes on. But Fire King, if he gets blocked, your entire boost just goes down the drain. Okay, I don't have either of them unlocked, so we can't go to the training area. So the question is, who is better, Fire King or Marcus? In my opinion, sorry man, I got to go with Marcus. This man's kit is just way too broken. Fire King relies heavily on his team. Marcus, he will ISO, he will break your ankles. If he can't break your ankles, he will pull up in your face, and he got a 20% chance of ignoring the disturbance. And if the game is further in, he's making those shots, bro. All right, man, that's it. Remember, Marcus is better than Fire King. If you had to choose between the two, go with Marcus. I'll catch y'all on the next one, man.